Hey guys! So in my last video I showed you clips of the concert and the awesomeness that it was. In this video I'm going to tell you about what happened after the concert when we met the guys from Paradise Fears and other bands and stuff. We went to buy merch. Jessica forgot money and so she went to the ATM to get some, and Leah and I were purchasing our things. And then I looked next to Leah, and on the other side of her, there is Marcus from Paradise Fears just standing there talking. He came to talk to the merch guy. And I tell Leah to look next to her, and she doesn't realize who it is for a second. She freaked out when she realized it was Marcus, and it was just so funny. But sadly, we didn't get to talk to him later or meet him later or anything. He's the only one of Paradise Fears who we didn't get a picture with, which is sad, but I mean, hey, we saw him, so we saw all of the members. Well, Leah and I saw all of the members up close, but we just didn't get a picture with him or his signature or anything. But then after we bought our merch, we went on a hunt looking for Paradise Fears members. We found Sam as he was coming out to meet people, and I said hi to him as he was walking by, so he decided to just come over to where we were standing, and that's where he decided to stay and sign things. He complimented our shirts that we made, and he asked, on the back of mine I had, "Everyone is capable of looking up and wishing on a star," which is from the Sanctuary speech, and he asked me what that was from, and it just threw me off. I'm like, it's your speech, like, so he's like, "Yeah, I know, I'm just kidding," but it just really threw me off. But then Jess mentioned that this was her first concert, so he made some sexual, like, virginity jokes and stuff, and it was just so awesome, and Sam is just a great guy. He gives the best hugs in the world. Probably one of the best hugs I've ever received was from Sam, so I loved it. After a little bit of a hunt, we found Michael, and the Valentine we made him had piano keys on the front, so he tried to play it, and he was just, like, hitting the keys, and he, like, looked all sad when it didn't work. But he did say that it was the best Valentine's Day ever. After a long search, we found Cole, and he was back in the stage area where the bar also was, and since we're not 21, we got yelled at for being back there, and so we had to go back and leave that area, and Leah was upset because she just wanted to meet Cole, and he was there. I had noticed he was following, he turned to leave too, and he was following us, but she didn't, and she's just like, "I just want to meet Cole," and I just started to laugh a little bit because he was about 3 feet behind her. And we talked to him, and he was awesome, but Leah, however, could say nothing but hi over and over again. So it's a good thing that she wrote letters to each of the members. After searching for a little while, we went back to Cole asking if he knew where the rest of the band was, but he didn't, so we just went back hunting. So we were wandering around, and we got pictures with Daniel from Hello Highway, and I bought his CD, and then we were being forced to leave. But we saw Lucas at the merch table. Jessica was adamant about meeting Lucas because we bought kazoos for him to sign, and he seemed really frazzled when we went up to him, and we had to go outside because he wasn't allowed to sign things inside anymore or whatever. But we got him to sign the kazoos right there. Awesome. You can just see like an LZ, and well, an LU and then a Z. And he kind of chuckled at the kazoos, but he signed them and he loved it. And then we didn't think we'd be able to see any of the other members since we got kicked outside and my parents were going to be coming for us. So we gave him Marcus and Jordan's letters and Valentine's and bracelets, and we told him he better give them to him. We waited outside in the snow/rain for my parents, and we saw David from Action Item and got pictures with him. And then we went down the alleyway right next to the venue to see if there were any band members out there, because after the Everything's Fine Symphony Soldier show, that's where all the band members went to meet people. So we saw Sam back there, and we're like, well, we already met Sam, but then I noticed Jordan. So we went over to him, got a picture with him, and told him to make sure Lucas gave him and Marcus their things, and he seemed really excited to get them, which was just awesome. As we continued waiting for my parents, Leah, being the creep that she is, called out to Chris from Before You Exit as he walked by, saying, "I still like your pea coat." Leah kind of has a thing for pea coats, and when we met him earlier, she told him that. It was still pretty creepy for her to call out to him that when we were standing in an alleyway in the dark, in the rain, and we all had hoods on. But Leah's Leah. We saw Anthony from Action Item, and he was so sweet. He and Daniel from Hello Highway were the only ones to ask us our names, so that was awesome. And we got pictures with him. Then my parents finally came, and Leah, Jessica, and I spent the entire night freaking out about how awesome the night was because it was just perfection. I know I said that before, but it was. I've said this in my last video about Paradise Fears. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. Please, they're perfect. I love them. The guys are all extremely sweet. And see you guys later. Bye.